Hello, everyone, and welcome to GameFluent, where we speak games. I'm your host, BringtheLaw, and today I bring you my two colleagues, NomadJuju, say what's up,
What's up?
and ScoutZXL.
What's good?
Yeah, and today we're just gonna be going over some topics, and we can. What's the first thing y'all want to talk about? Actually,
I mean, we could talk about. This probably the shortest thing on this list is probably the DualSense controller.
Yeah.
DualSense.
Just
Yeah.
What do you
talk
get?
about
What do you
our
guys
thoughts
think
on that.
about it?
Okay. Let's. I don't like the white and the black personally.
Mm.
It's I think they should have went for all black for first showcase.
I mean, I agree.
But I guess they were trying to go for something different since
Yeah,
black was
I do like
the
that it's
main
different.
color, so I can accept that part. But other than that, I wish they do have. I hope they do have like a black. Most likely they will
Yeah.
have a black model for it. But yeah, I don't. I don't hate it. But hey, it's whatever. Justin, how do you? Yo, Matt, how do you feel?
I didn't even think about it.
My bad.
Yeah, I feel I like the color, honestly. It's definitely different, for sure. But I like it. I think it'll be nice. I've always liked the feel of like how, I guess, big the Xbox controller is.
Mhm.
I've always liked the feel of it. I do like that they kept the thumbsticks the same though, because okay, who am I kidding? I like the thumbsticks better on the Xbox sometimes. I'm not gonna lie.
Sometimes they do.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Sometimes it feels better. So, but I get it. They needed to keep it, PS4 and everything.
Yeah.
PlayStation, I should say.
They did have they did release some controllers that are like the Xbox and PS4. Have you seen
Well,
those?
I mean, yeah, they're like
Yeah.
licensed third-party ones. But,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, those-
So,
What do you think? Oh gosh.
how do you feel about it?
What do you think about
Scouts?
the light bar being on the sides now instead of
Scout?
what's up?
Hey, buddy, we didn't get your opinion on the controller.
Oh, yeah. I think it's good. I mean, the only thing I miss is well, I'd love it to be black, but I also miss the colors for the face buttons.
yeah.
Cuz I've
Oh,
always
yeah.
really liked that.
I did like that too.
And I want them to bring it back in some way, shape, or form. But other than that, I think it looks great. I think all the things they're doing for it is really cool. So
As far as the light bar goes, I think the placement, I think it's kind of better, just because before you can never really it's on the back of the controller, and the light bar is not even that bright, so you can't, like, half the time you don't even notice the light that's there. So it's kind of like, what is it there for? But with the light bar on I guess the top now, you can actually see it when it flashes red for different games and stuff like that. Like the first time I noticed the light bar actually react to games, I was playing Uncharted, and I was like getting shot up, and like my screen went red, but my controller went red too, and it like changed with the color of the screen as I was going back to normal. It got like orange again or whatever. So that was the first time I actually noticed it was actually interacting with the game, I guess. But yeah, if that was on the front of the controller, we would notice that more. I guess that'd be, welcome addition.
I hope that it being on the side, and it looks to be a lot smaller, I hope that helps with the battery life, because my PS4 batteries die so
True,
quick.
those things
So
die in
quick.
like
For
half an
sure,
hour,
bro.
So I always
It's
keep it on the
hella quick.
charger.
Other than that, they have the haptic feedback with the L2 and R2 buttons. And I think that's going to be interesting. I don't know how often it's going to be used, but it sounds like a cool idea.
I wonder if you can turn it on and off, because I feel like some games it'd be kind of annoying.
Yeah.
Just like the whole talking about like releasing a bow and arrow type thing, and you actually having to struggle with the controller, or at least the the R2 button to like pull it down. Like I feel like for some games it might be cool, it might be fun, but for others it might just be kind of annoying to deal with.
They got rid of the share button, but not
Oh, they did.
really. It's now called the create button. It's the exact same thing. So I don't know why they
So
they felt so.
Yeah, people are saying that it's probably just going to be like a button that takes you. It's like the same thing as a share button, but it's going to have like take you to the share factory or something. You know, like the editor that's on PS4 for editing clips and stuff. So it's probably going to be integrated actually into the share process now, instead of having to leave and like it go to a different app in order to edit. You can just do it straight from there, edit
That
the
would be
little
cool.
clip, and send it out from there. So it might be like that, which is pretty cool.
So it also has a built-in microphone, which is kind of interesting. Actually.
I will never use it, but
yeah, I don't think anybody really will.
I mean, people are saying that it's gonna be good. I've seen a lot of YouTubers talking about it, like yeah, sometimes I just want to hop into the party real quick, and I don't have my microphone. I don't have to fish for it. I'm just like, I mean, I guess, but
I see
it's gonna be trash, honestly.
Yeah, it's a microphone array, which is not very good.
That?
It's a type of microphone. I don't know how to explain it. It's not that great.
So I think like my laptop has a microphone array.
Yeah,
right?
So does mine.
It's like the little circle on the top next to the webcam that picks up everything.
Mm-hmm.
But apparently this microphone is supposed to have some type of, well, I guess rumored maybe that it's supposed to have some type of thing that kind of like picks up only your voice or only people talking, so it's gonna like ignore like the buttons clacking and all that stuff when you're playing. It's supposed to only be able to pick up your voice and like ignore background sound and stuff like that. So whether it works, I don't know, we'll see, but that's what they say it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
Okay. It'll be interesting. Well, moving off of that topic, so Cyberpunk not being delayed, do you think that's a smart move or a dumb move considering the whole COVID-19 pandemic going on? Could that plummet their sales, or do you think they'll sell?
I don't think CD Projekt Red they don't care about sales that much. It feels like they're a very down to earth company. It feels like so. I think they expect that even if they release it in September, that everything should still go fine because people love that company so much. So
yeah, I would say they're pretty trustworthy though.
So yeah, September, which I actually didn't know until just now.
Yeah, this is. We will. I just hope this doesn't last too long. Way too many games have been being delayed. But there wasn't much on that. How about the Last of Us 2 leaks? So I heard one of the employees, like, what exactly is going on in Naughty Dog?
Yeah, apparently
a lot of things actually
going
on at Naughty Dog over there.
Like, what is happening? Because I know they're really sacred about like showing off stuff. They definitely, them giving off leaks is definitely a weird thing.
They had talked about the game being like really close to being done. Like they said like a couple weeks ago. And then they're like, yeah, we're gonna delay it indefinitely, and then people were very upset about that because they're like, it's already done. You're only pushing it off because of the money, which is understandable. They're not. They're a big company, but they're not super duper big, so they need those sales. So
but me personally, I'm annoyed when it comes to them delaying the game because it was supposed to come out in spring. They're like, hey guys, we're gonna push it back to April.
Yeah.
It was not April, freaking May. And then now, considering what's all happening, and then the company's kind of going through a little crisis right now with the workers. It's just
yeah. According to Kotaku, about the whole worker thing, they've been they've had to hire like new teams, like completely new teams, or like unexperienced people because their other employees are like not really with the whole crunch time thing going on that they're pulling off trying to do over there.
Yeah.
their whole like not having a production team and everybody else, like everybody doing their own thing, but nobody's like, I guess, doing the same thing. It's really weird over there. I didn't really know about that. That's how they worked, until all
Yeah.
this started happening. But it's kind of really sucks. Like, I don't know if The Last of Us 2 will take a hit in as far as quality goes, because they're probably just tweaking like small things, but the company sure is taking a hit right now. So
Yeah, this kind of
it
reminds
sucks.
me of what happened with Konami when they were releasing the Phantom Pain, Metal Gear Solid 5.
Oh
And
yeah.
that game turned out all right. So I hope.
Story was garbage, but
Well, yeah, but the actual game was dope. So I'm hoping that this game turns out the same way, except with a good story as well. Please.
yeah. Let's hope.
Yeah.
Let us hope.
Hmm.
So, moving on, the Google Stadia has become free.
Stadia.
So sad.
We know how that went down when it first dropped. There was not a lot of positive views on that
Nope.
because I guess it suffered from like just wasn't working overall,
Yeah.
like with the games, I guess. And
Mm.
so,
Are you any of you gonna like try the free thing out, like just
am I
to
gonna
see?
try it? Like,
I
am
might
I getting
try it.
am I getting a bunch of free games from it though? From trying
Well,
the
actually, no.
Pro.
I believe because you get Stadia Pro for 2 months, so
Yeah,
that
So you
means
get to
you
try
the
those
game
games.
that comes with it.
Yeah.
like,
So yeah, you
wait,
do get some. You get. You gotta. You're when you try Stadia, you're trying the system. You're trying the whole thing. You're not really there for the games because the games are old.
Yeah.
So you're literally just trying the console, or I guess itself, rather than the actual games. Like if you want to play, new games, Stadia is not for you.
Yeah.
So,
then I ain't
yeah.
touching it. I'll stick with Steam. I'm fine.
It's crazy because Google's such a ginormous company. You'd think they would know how to do a video game console, and then they do this, and they absolutely mess it up.
Yeah, and it sucks for them because Project xCloud I think is doing pretty well
Mm-hmm.
as far as like how many users it has and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, when that drops, like I think is it out now or is it still in like I guess a beta or whatever.
I think it's in
Probably
beta. I'm
still
not
beta.
entirely too sure,
Mm.
but this is
Yeah,
wow.
that one had a lot of positive reviews for it.
I'm looking at the games you get for the 2 free months of Stadia Pro.
Hmm.
I believe I
Um.
think making it free was kind of a smart move because they could still improve on it.
I think it was a desperation move. I
I
think.
mean,
yeah,
what are
that's
the limitations though for the free version?
1080p. You cannot go into 4K.
Oh,
Oh,
that's not
okay,
bad.
never mind.
4K
It's
is
not
not
too
even
bad.
real 4K anyway, so
True.
especially if your internet's trash, like don't even like okay. Free version, okay, that's
I
fine.
feel like
It's
that
good
shot
enough,
towards me.
I think.
I mean, most people don't have good internet,
Facts. I know I
unfortunately.
Mm-hmm. So you can play Destiny 2, the collection on Stadia, a game that has been out for so long that it is now free to play.
Mm.
All the other games are mostly indie games. They don't look bad, but they're like not system sellers in any way.
Yeah.
Destiny 2 is the only one I actually know about besides Thumper, and that game's cool, but it's also like $14 on
I
Steam.
mean, there's Metro Exodus.
Really? I
on
don't
there
see
as
that
well.
on the.
Wait, Metro Exodus is on.
Yeah, it's part of the thing.
Oh,
Really?
I ain't gonna touch it on there. I will pass on that.
Same. It's
I
just.
already have it.
It's not worth it. I don't feel like. Like I'm gonna
It wouldn't-
try it, but
Yeah, it wouldn't hurt to check it out.
yeah.
But other than that, am I gonna go out of my way? No, not really.
No.
I'll like look at it if I'm just bored, not really doing anything.
If I like try to
Oh.
set it up and it doesn't work within the first like 10 minutes, I'm not gonna continue trying because I just don't care.
Same. I'm not gonna struggle with it.
Mm-hmm. It's
Either
really
you work
it's
or you
just not
don't.
worth it.
All right,
Moving on
so
from
that seems kind of wrap up the topics, but what are we playing right now? What are you guys
Yeah.
playing?
What am I playing?
What are you about to
Animal
start playing?
Crossing.
Hey,
Okay.
yo, Justin, what you playing?
Oh yeah.
Okay, well, I'm about to start replaying Horizon Zero Dawn because I got through it, like I was in it, and then I got to a part where I was like super underleveled, but I was like, I'm going to try to do this, and I got frustrated, and I gave you back your game because I didn't actually own it. So, and so for like, I just bought it today. Gonna probably just, if I go back into it and I have no clue what's happening, I'm probably gonna restart it and grind that. Because I'm sure there is gonna be
Grind
Horizon
or
Zero
cry
Dawn
at
2. Grind, bro.
I feel like you, because I started crying at that. That's why I don't
I am
trust
not gonna cry at that game, but yeah,
you.
like
Somebody better be.
there's definitely a Horizon Zero Dawn 2 coming out some
I
point.
sure hope so.
So
'cause
I
that
gotta
game
be
was
ready
so
for that.
good.
The game
Gotta
was
be-
hard. What do you mean?
I beat it in a weekend.
I wanna. Oh. You know. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. When I rub it in, I beat it in a weekend. So what's your move?
I do that with a lot of games. It's kind of.
Yeah, he did the same thing with Spider-Man. Albeit
right.
it's not as hard, but he still did it.
Yep.
What do you even do? You
I
You don't-
mean,
just chilling at home. You
yeah,
don't
just
go nowhere?
weekends. I just. Nah, I don't.
See,
I've never
this is
gone
a
anywhere.
speedrunner right here.
I don't know about all that. I
Nah,
mean,
he's not a speedrunner, but close.
When you get Final Fantasy, you tell me that you beat it the next day, I'm hurting you.
nah, it'll
He's
take
like,
at
yeah,
least
I
2
beat that.
days.
He's like,
At least 2 days. I hate you.
he's like, yeah, I beat it in a weekend. You know, it was. I'm just doing, you know, like side quests now. It ain't even.
I just
Anyway.
when my copy comes in, I'm gonna definitely try to at least.
It's
do
crazy
extra
because I'm currently playing Animal Crossing, and I've been looking
Yeah,
at.
what are your thoughts on that? Yeah.
It's fantastic. I've never played an Animal Crossing game
Fantastic.
before, and it is
Oh.
so good. So I've been looking at guides online for like how people are going through the game in like their first week, and I've completed what most people do in their first week in my first 3 days. So
Gosh.
You're not using cheats, are you?
no,
You're not
I am
going into
not
depth,
a
are you?
filthy time traveler. Frick that.
Okay,
I hate that stuff.
because I probably would be.
I thought about it. I got to a point where I'm like, I might do it, but I was like, nah. I have to
I'd
keep
do
the
it.
sanctity of the game.
Screw all that. That's what I like. Freaking Fallout 4. I just got a bunch of mods. Just made my gameplay easier because I did not care about trophies.
Mm.
Other than
Mods are
that,
fun, but like
Yeah, they're just really fun.
exploiting the game, I don't know if that's all that fun, especially for a game that's not meant to be played in that way. Because like Fallout 4 is meant to be modded. Let's be honest here. I mean, most Bethesda games are, because Bethesda games are usually kind of broken. So
Kinda. That's being a little too nice.
Skyrim has been broken for all eternity.
And then they made a new version of the game,
still
and it was
reselling
still broken.
It's funny because that game is like, isn't that game like, I don't know, like named one of like the best like RPG type, you know, fantasy games or whatever. And it's like the glitchiest thing ever.
It is the glitchiest mess of the game. But
I remember
I still
got
like
it
it though.
Never played the PS3 version. That is probably one of the worst versions of the game you can touch because of how bad the frames are. Because I kill a man and it lags hard to where I have no idea what's going on. And just don't touch PS3. I love it, but don't touch. Don't touch.
Oh, going back to the controller thing though. That like the jump from, how big of a jump do you guys think that the going from the DualShock 4 to the DualSense controller is going to be? Like how big of a jump do you think it's going to be? Because the PS3 to the PS4 controller is a huge jump.
Was it?
Dude, yes, the PS3
it
controller
was.
feels bad now. Like it feels like
It feels
like
so
a crappy
small.
toy.
I never had a PS3, so I have no idea.
It
Like, I
feels
would
like a
say
crappy toy, dude.
so
Like it's trash.
PS4
dang.
controllers are pretty small compared to Xbox, but it is a big upgrade compared to PS3.
Yeah,
I think it's gonna be even bigger here then, because how heavy do you think this thing's gonna be?
I don't think it's gonna be as heavy. I don't think it's gonna be as heavy as an Xbox controller because those are pretty hefty.
Yeah.
They'll probably be about the same weight that a PS4 controller is, maybe a little bit heavier.
I don't know. There's more mass to it, so maybe somewhere in the middle.
Yeah, I'm saying like maybe a little bit more heavier.
Yeah, maybe somewhere in the middle.
Yeah,
which is not bad because like this thing
I like
ain't heavy.
controls with weight.
Yeah, I like
Just
to
don't
feel like
make
it's premium.
I don't want to get muscle from holding it though. Where it's like hurting. I'll pass it.
You see, it has a USB Type C instead of micro USB.
Mm-hmm.
So
That,
faster
like,
charging.
For me, most people probably are like, yes, USB-C. I'm like, I got too many micro USB cables lying around here.
Now they're all
for
going
y'all
to
to
waste. I get you.
For y'all to just switch on me like that. Like, I don't know, man. I get it faster charging, but I play right at my desk. I don't. I can play with it plugged in. I don't care. Like, why y'all had to leave me like that?
I get that. Yeah, man. Do you see the buttons are like see through? It's kind of dope.
Yeah, they're like.
I think that's
didn't they
cool.
get rid of the colors though?
Yeah.
Like, isn't it just all white or whatever for the buttons?
I said that earlier.
You did?
Yeah.
Yeah, he did.
Man, look at me.
Oh, you're not even listening to the podcast. This is crazy.
I'm not. I'm just chilling.
What do you guys think of the colorway ideas? Like, are you guys like excited, or like you guys just don't care?
I mean,
Wait, what'd you say?
The colorways.
I'm sorry, I wasn't
Like,
paying attention.
For
Colorways.
for the controller, bro.
Yeah,
the dual
that's not what you said.
Like, you guys just not care? Like, you guys not into that or what?
I mean, I like it. I like it because I'm like earlier this week. I don't know what was happening, but like my controller was blinking red and blue. I forgot what game I was playing. It was weird. But I do like. I'm gonna miss the colors, but I want longer battery life. That's kind of how I see it.
I feel that because I have two PS4 controllers, and I have to alternate like every 2 hours if I'm playing a game because it just drains that battery real quick.
Yeah, I'll just pretend like I was talking about the light bar.
What are you talking about?
The colorway options for the controller, bro.
The colorway.
The skin of the controller, red, blue, like yellow.
Oh, you talking about
the controller itself. Nobody said that
controller
about a
itself.
light bar. What are you guys?
Like,
Yeah, the light bar. Yeah. Who cares about the light bar, bro? Like,
honestly, I waited for Lawrence to say
it's a
something because I
colorway,
had
bro.
no idea what he was talking about.
I had no
like,
idea
I
what he was
hope
talking. I thought he
Lawrence
was talking about
says
the light bar. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't never heard
Bro.
nobody call the controller that.
a colorway is in a range of colors, bro.
Oh,
That's all it is.
I ain't never
I
heard
get
of that.
you.
Look, bro, I'm stupid.
more you
You're gonna
know.
have to be a little bit.
Oh my gosh, bro.
You're gonna have to be a little bit more
Wow.
specific.
Comment in chat if you knew what I was saying. And
Ain't nobody finna comment.
if
I'm
like
finna
you
just
didn't know it,
comment
I
and say
should just
you
leave it
know.
alone. If I
Ain't nobody call it that. The colorway.
Bro, it's what it's called. It's literally the word for
I get
it.
that, but who sits here and calls it the colorway?
I didn't call the controller itself a colorway.
And what did you call it?
I called it a controller. I said the colorway for the controller.
The colorway for the controller.
God, is this gonna be in the final thing? Because like,
heck
Lawrence
yeah.
is really stupid.
Stupid.
I mean,
I never
bring the
heard
law.
that. I never heard
Honestly,
of that
I
term.
didn't hear. I had no idea what you were talking about either.
Wow, both my
Two
I
against
legit
one.
waited for Lawrence to say something because I thought he knew what you were talking about, and then I was like, all right, I can talk about this
heard
now.
Color. I heard color, and I immediately thought of the lights. That's it. All right.
Yep.
Wow, so like
Justin,
color of the controller
look,
didn't come in
look,
there?
Justin, just because we're not as smart as you when it comes to this technical stuff doesn't mean you need to trash on us, alright?
I'm literally just talking about the colors of the controller, bro.
Heard.
I didn't talk about the wires inside and like
What the
how
heck?
haptic sense works. I was just saying the colorway on the outside of the controller.
Mhm.
Are you guys excited for the different options, or do you not care?
I mean,
I mean,
I don't really care.
Doesn't matter. I
I
don't
don't
care.
know what you can
I don't
say
care
there,
what you guys say. I don't care.
but
All right.
Oh, so
nah,
you don't
you
care.
care.
Alright.
You don't care.
I don't care anymore. It was for content for the podcast. I don't really actually care, but you dragged this
wow.
out. So
I wasn't dragging it out. I'm just saying, ain't nobody calls it that. The colorway for the
colorway.
controller.
it's literally the word for it, bro.
Okay.
How you spell that?
and Doesn't mean anybody uses
Colorway.
WAY? Just making sure.
it. Yes.
Just
Bro,
checking.
my
Just checking.
podcast dumb. Like, can we get some new ones? Like, this is the first episode. I'm learning so much about these guys on the first episode. Hey, give this a thumbs up because I'm going through a lot right now, and it's a struggle.
He is fine.
He is
It's a
fine.
struggle with
That.
these
You are
two,
fine.
man.
Don't
They
give
don't
him
know
any
where-
sympathy, but still like it. 'Cause we need.
Give me some sympathy likes
Don't
and
cry yourself to sleep. You are good. You are fine.
give me the sympathy likes down below, okay? I need those.
You are okay, bro.
You know what? I'll even add the definition of colorway in the description
No,
for
you
those
good.
who
You are
just
good.
don't know the word and need some English in their life. I don't know, like,
Bro,
maybe.
I'm looking up colorway. I ain't seen it.
I'm about to
Bro,
look
you're
it
a
up.
lie. You're a
I ain't
lie.
seen it.
You're a lie. I literally just read the definition to you off Google. Stop lying.
Any of a range of combinations of colors in which a style or design is available. Is that what you just read?
That's the That's what I told you. I said it's a range of colors.
Oh.
Yeah, I need new podcast mates. This is the first episode, and
Dang, bro. Bro,
everyone's
that's deep low key. I ain't think. I ain't think about that, bro. You out here giving me new
oh
words.
my god!
Oh my god,
Oh my goodness.
bro. I'm
Okay.
sorry. Do you know what PS means?
Does that have anything to do with gaming?
Not at all.
Does that have anything? Okay,
I'm just looking through.
so I don't have to know what it means.
You can.
Doesn't
So you
PS
don't know
mean
it.
a PlayStation?
Oh god, no.
Shut up. Oh, got him. Yo, be quiet. That ugly laugh. Stop it.
Oh my
Stop it. All right. So colorway, yeah. How I feel about that for controllers, I don't care. Okay? I don't care.
But you just said you didn't like the way the controller looked.
Yeah, you said you didn't like the color earlier.
I don't remember that.
About to call this man out.
I don't remember. Play it back.
Oh, we will.
Oh, we will.
Play it back. Play it back. I don't remember saying
Back in
that.
the.
I don't remember playing that. I don't just play it back. I don't remember saying that. I don't.
Oh, I would.
I don't like the white and the black personally.
All right, host man, lead us out.
All right. Well, yeah, comment down below if you think colorway is a stupid word,
This man's so
or if
salty.
you agree with NomadJuju. And so that will wrap up our podcast, and I hope you have a nice day. And yeah, this is Gamefluent.
Bye.
We speak
Bye.
games. Good night. Sit tight. Yeah. All right, did you close it?